Okay, we're here in the wilds of St. Simon's Island. I'm going to attempt to rescue this alligator. No, I'm not. Okay, here's where we are with everything, and this is what we're going to focus in on this episode. We got everything unpacked. We got everything, we went through and inventoried everything with the build sheets. I got the boxes out of the way. I got a few boxes here that we're going to need first. You just saw the preview there, getting all the panels off the car. They kind of just tack them in place. They put a few bolts here and there and they tape them on. So we got the body cleared. Now we're ready to take the front jacks and rear jack bolts out. There's a couple screws underneath here and we can take the body off. The reason why I need the body off is I need to get these aluminum panels in the engine bay off so I can take them to the powder coater along with all those parts. So I've got, when I did my inventory, I went through and got all my parts that I wanted powder coated. Door handles, hood hinges. You can see I took apart the windshield trim. Anything that's bright and chrome is gonna be powder coated black and shiny. So that's the plan. I've got some of my foot box. There's some of the aluminum from the engine bay already there. So you gotta get the rest of this off. Then we're gonna put the body back on, because one of the first panels you need is called the F panel inside here. I need it powder coated so I can put it back on before we can start putting in the front suspension, which is one of the very first steps of building the car. So the key is for this episode is to get the body off, get the panels off, get all this stuff to the powder coater, and then I'm gonna put the body back on, and I'm actually gonna do all the finish rough body work to it. That's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna cut and gap all of our panels, including our hood, doors, and rear trunk lid. And we're gonna also go ahead and get some of these edges here where the molds come together, get these down and smooth, and then I may even prime it. I'm trying to decide if I wanna do that or not. Because if I get it to prime, that's a lot less body work I gotta do when we get the car built. So the idea is to get the body work done. So take this off, put it back on, get the body work roughly done, and then we'll have to take it back off again, build a body buck, which is really simple to do, and then we're ready to start building the car after we get these panels back from the powder coater. That's a lot, so let's get to it. Right, for these quick jack bolts that have to come off, we're gonna go ahead and number them and keep track of them. Now that I'm powder coating them, I'm gonna have to put some sort of dimple, kind of like we did the rear end, to know which one's which. So I'll number them with a pen now, and then in your manual, go ahead and draw a diagram of how you numbered them, because they really need to go back the way they came with the car. Before you go killing a bunch of brain cells over this, they're all exactly the same length and size. So if you mix them up, what does it matter? I mean, I don't know how I'll be able to keep track of them because they already have these dimples in them. We're just gonna go with, they'll fit no matter which way they go. Get the rear. They got self-tapping screw underneath here. It's a 5/16 hex drive or an 8mm for your ratchet. All right, body's free and loose. Clear a little space over here for us to set it down. Forgot this one, there's a bracket back here that the quick jack bolt's connected through, and it's got this little 10mm. It's probably a 7/16, but a 10 works. Got some help here. Grayson,
yo,
James.
what's good, Squad?
Okay, so you're gonna do the front, pull it up a little bit, James pull it out. Pull side, not too much. guys. Everybody say hey.
That's funny. Oh, what's up, camera? Did not see you there.
Team effort. Okay, makes you a little nervous hearing that thing come off and scratch and pop, but hey, I'd rather do it now before you get it painted. It does flex. It's okay. It's not going to hurt it. It is a little spooky, but get it off this time. We'll put it back on. It's probably going to come off again. So you got 2 or 3 times it's coming on and off. Don't worry about it. So now let's get all these panels off that I will powder coated first. It includes the engine bay and the 2 panels for the backsplash. The rest of them we're going to take off and set to the side. These are all quarter nut drives, by the way. That's the D panel. F panel. Sure glad I'm filming this so I can remember how it all goes back together. That's it for the pieces that get powder coated. The rest of these pieces either get carpet or they're covered. Now underneath here, what I'll do is I'll spray like a bed liner underneath, so that's covered up. Looks cleaner underneath the car. And then here's all your right side, passenger side, driver side. Same thing for the rear, along with all that mess over there. Now we're ready to catalog every single piece as we take it to the powder coater, so we're ensured we get every single piece back. All right, that does it for the very first stage of the Cobra build. It is kind of weird that you're taking the car apart to build it, but part of the build is I've got a lot of stuff I want to get powder coated. So now before we can get started on the front suspension, like we said before, we got to get that F panel done. In the meantime, put the body back on, so our next episode is going to be fitting the panel and doing the rough body work. Let's get the body back on. All right, the body back on. Same process as we took it off.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
It isn't that hard, is it? I think we're making it harder than it's supposed to be.
Probably. Gates.
Okay, I'll get it in position. That's close.
Okay. Goodbye.
Good job, boys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Are you messing with my microphones?